Good morning, true crime friends. How y'all doing today? Oh my goodness. Listen, my true crime gossip dreams are coming true right now. I am watching this Charlie Adelson trial. I have not been this excited about a case since, well, probably my last case. I mean, I loved Murdoch. I loved the state of whatever it was versus, was that Florida? Maybe it was, I don't know. The state of whatever it was versus that Merritt dude, Shirley Merritt's no good son. Oh, that was Georgia. Ooh, honey. And then there was the girl who bonked her mama on the head. Now listen, I'm not excited about crime. I'm excited about reporting the gossip associated with true crime. See how that works? It's not the same thing. I'm not this excited about unfortunate unalivings. I am excited when there is a juicy case. And honey, this is a juicy case. Ooh, okay. Let me calm down so I can explain to you what happened. Okay, so the state of Florida is like, hey, Charlie boo-boo, you done unalived that dude and you need to come and stand here on the carpet and take your punishment, right? So all of that to say he's on trial. And they had some people come up there, like the neighbor was like, the dude sure was dead. And the cops were like, it was glass and brains and whatever. Terrible, right? And then they had my favorite witness. They had Wendi Adelson. Wendi Adelson is Charlie Adelson's sister. Charlie unalived poor Dan Markel because of Wendi. But now Wendi, first of all, let us just touch and agree that this is an entire family of sociopaths, right? They're very and I believe sociopaths are made, not born. So like you was born totally normal. You might have had the juice, a little bit of the sauce in there, but they that family sort of stoked it and marinated it and got it to fully flour. And chow. Okay, so look, Charlie gets together with his ratchet ex-girlfriend and it's like, your baby daddy seemed like he would unalive people because he's he's an alcoholic. He don't work on a regular basis. He got a criminal past. He got some gang member friends. Can you do this unfortunate unaliving for me? And the ex-girlfriend was like, but only if you give me money to buy my boobs. So Charlie plans the unaliving. The girlfriend buys the murder boobs. And now here we are. Okay, 9 years later, it took him a long time to get these people. But we are finally at the case. Child. So yesterday, Wendi, the sister, takes the stand. Let's first notice that there have been 3 other trials in this case. And those other cases, Wendi had to testify and she wore the same dress. That dress has come to be called her emotional support dress because maybe it helps her feel confident and good. So first I was like, what is she wearing? What is she wearing? What is she wearing? She wore a new dress, still cute. She's aged a little bit. She's not looking as young and fresh as she used to, but we're not that shallow. We're shallow on this channel. I mean, let's just call it, we're going to call a thing a thing. In the words of the great philosopher, Iyanla Vanzant. We going to call a thing a thing. Okay, maybe y'all not shallow. I'm shallow. I want to know what everybody wore. I want to, did their hair look a mess? Did old girl pluck her eyebrows? Did she have on a good shoe? Did the shoe match the dress? In this case, she was wearing flats, a cute brown dress, had little buttons right here. Okay, it was cute. It was fine. If you want to go to court, you want to look serious, you want to wear a dark dress, you want to be like, okay, I am not associated with murder. I think you're not supposed to say the M word here on the YouTubes. I am not associated with an unfortunate unaliving. Okay, cool. So she gets up there and now listen, Wendi, as a professional sociopath, is used to being superficially charming and nice and delightful. But here's the thing, you don't want to make her mad. So the key, in my opinion, I'm not a lawyer. I know that's shocking to you, but I'm not. The key to her is just be cool, be calm. Wendi is also a lawyer. And you keep her up there long enough, and you're everything is nice, jab. And she will snipe back, right? She like a cobra, she gonna strike. So Georgia Kopelman, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. So y'all know I done talk my throat dry. This is what I do. Hang on. Miss Georgia, the highly skilled district attorney, is just okay, how you doing, girl? Good morning. Oh, I love your dress. So tell us your name. Where'd you get them shoes from? Whatever. Just some standard questions. Okay, fine. So ask her all the things that she's walking her through. And then she's just very calmly said, but your brother unalived this man because of you, right? The rage, just like fire emojis came in both of Wendy's eyes, and she was like, no, I did not. Oh, hang on. And I was like, I'm leaning in, Miss Georgia. And Miss Georgia was like, okay. And she proceeded to go through a whole bunch of questions. And she kind of wore Wendy out a little bit because it was a lot of questions. Some of them were just like Wendy's answers, obvious lies. Obvious lies. Now, if you didn't know anything about this case and Miss Kopelman didn't come with some follow-up questions, you would have been like, oh, maybe that was not a lie. For example, Georgia was like, it was a contentious divorce. And Wendy was like, well, I did not enjoy getting divorced. And Georgia was like, excuse me, let me just pull up my mountain of receipts right here. And she proceeded, literally binders, 2 of them, this thick, like 4-inch binders, filled with papers about your divorce. Oh, okay. Didn't seem very friendly. She's like, hang on. Let me open it and turn to this page right here. Okay, look on this page right here. You see the part where y'all was fighting over some nonsense? And you see the part where your mama said something crazy? And then you said something crazy in response? And I was like, bring them receipts, Miss Georgia. Bring your receipts. Miss Georgia had a whole CVS worth of receipts. I'm telling you right now, you know how you be looking at CVS, that long CVS receipt, and you be like, this one up here at the top, now that's $2 off anything. Now I can use that. But this one down here for 75 cents off some nonsense that I'm never going to buy anyway. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, here's one that maybe, I don't know. Whatever. Miss Georgia's receipts were all like that $2 off anything, right? Just good receipt after good receipt after good receipt. Miss Georgia thoroughly prepared for this trial. She was ready. I get the feeling Miss Georgia stay ready. She was ready. She was tall. She is tall. She's beautiful, prettier than Wendy Adelson, which I'm sure hurts Wendy's feelings. Fully prepared, calm, and competent. And she's like, oh, ma'am. You think you got charming on lock? I am as charming as they come. I am also about to put your brother in prison for the rest of his natural life and probably the next life too. And so I was like, come through, Miss Georgia. Oh, I was so excited. But then there were other things that we learned at the trial yesterday. Oh, just for the uninformed, Wendi Adelson's testimony continues today. Today is Friday, October the 27th. I could not be more excited. So I'm going to get myself all set up and ready, and I'm gonna go to work, and one little earbud in, and I'm gonna listen carefully. Oh, I'm gonna listen carefully because I need to not miss a thing. But let me back up. Yesterday was actually the first day of trial, and they had opening statements. So I was like, okay, what they gonna say? So Miss Georgia laid out the whole case as we know it to be. If you know the Adelson case, then you know the Adelson case, right? Like the dude, he got unalived. The people who actually pulled the trigger got caught and put in jail. The lady who was like putting everybody together, she's in jail. That's Katie McBanawash. Her name keep coming up. And then Mr. Charlie Adelson, he was like, took him a long time to get him, but he's the one who paid for it or whatever. Now he's on trial. Okay, great. So after Miss Georgia got up there and did a stunning but very long, no, Georgia didn't do the opening. That other very competent lady did the opening. The state of Florida, this part of Florida, they got some good lawyers up there in Tallahassee. People say Tallahassee is small and it's country and it's not like super metropolitan or whatever. Okay, fine. Everybody don't want super metropolitan. Great. But those lawyers, they did all their homework. They did all their homework, and they know all the things, and they know all the facts and the details. So the state gets up there, and they lay out their case beautifully and succinctly. And then Mr. Daniel Roshbaum for the defense gets up and lays out his case. Mr. Roshbaum, hey, good morning. Good morning, sir. Listen, first of all, you look like Steve Carell, which means you're kind of cute. You got a nice beard or whatever. But the things that were coming out of your mouth, sir? Okay. He laid out his version of events, and it was interesting. It was a version of this story that nobody had ever heard of before, and nobody would have thought of. Okay, no sane person would have thought of, but I do appreciate the creative writing of the entire situation. According to Mr. Roshbaum and his surprise defense, this is what he said happened. He was like, look, Charlie who was a big fan of hookers and blow, was dating this heifer, who was like a little sketchy. Okay, fine, you can get you some sketchy kitty. That's fine. Sketchy kitty, probably real good. Anyway, so he over here with the sketchy kitty, and she's just like, I would like some murder boobs. And he was like, murder boobs, you say? I didn't buy my 2-3 other girlfriends murder boobs. Why should I buy you murder boobs? And she was just like, I don't know, but I think you should give me more money. And he was like, you know what? Let's break up. And so she was like, okay. And then, now listen, this is not exactly what Mr. Rashbaum said. This is my version. I'm interpreting for you, breaking it down so it's easier to understand. So Katie and her shady baby daddy all plotted and planned and went and unalived Dan Markel, and then came back and was like, we killed that dude, and now we're gonna blackmail you because I would like my murder boobs, please. And Charlie was like, oh no, you've unalived this person that you don't know and have no connection to. And so Katie was like, and if you don't pay for my murder boobs, then I'm gonna tell the cops you did it. And so Charlie was like, oh me, oh my, whatever will I do? My family and I will now all start paying you money. You're extorting us. It's terrible. And then proceeded to pay Miss Katie. She got her murder boobs, and she got some cash, and she got some other stuff. And then she got put on payroll at their company because that's a natural reaction. So someone is extorting you. Maybe you make the first payment, right? I don't want those unfortunate pictures of myself splashed on the front page of the New York Times or whatever the threat is, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of money. But for the next a whole bunch of years, you're just going to keep extorting me, and I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm not going to let anybody know. In fact, I'm going to wait 9 years, and it's going to come out in court. My family's not going to know what the defense is. My sister, whose ex-husband was unalived, and the unaliving was a great benefit to me. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to mention it to anybody. And so, yeah, I'm expecting y'all to believe this foolishness. Mr. Daniel, sir, we were born at night, not last night. Oh, and additionally, just randomly, Mr. Daniel Rashbaum was like, see, what you have to do is put all the puzzle pieces together. And I was like, sir, okay, I'm gonna let you finish, but you sound crazy as hell. And so he was just like, so then what had happened is murder boobs came up, puzzle pieces. And she was saying, I really need a lot of money, puzzle pieces. Sir, just by randomly scattering puzzle pieces, the word puzzle pieces into your sentence, does it make more sense? I was like, maybe he has Tourette's syndrome. Is it Tourette's where you just like, some people just like randomly say words, no shade to our Tourette's friends. Hey, how y'all doing? But I was like, that don't seem right to me, right? I don't think that he has Tourette's syndrome. I do think that maybe he has a little something off in his brain. You ever see somebody take like a whole bunch of information and put it together and come up with the absolutely wrong answer? That's the puzzle pieces I'm seeing in this situation. By way of example, one time, many years ago, I'm driving down the street. I don't drive that much, so, I got to focus, pay attention, hands at 10 and 2. And I'm listening to This American Life. And This American Life had an episode called Kid Logic, right? And it was like how little kids will sometimes take pieces of information and put it all together and come up with the absolute wrong answer. So this girl on the Kid Logic episode, you should go find it, it's hilarious, was telling a story about how she was a little kid and she realized that her father was a tooth fairy. Oh, should there be a trigger warning for tooth fairy, child? I don't even know. If your kids are listening to this, you parenting wrong anyway. So whatever, I guess to find out about the tooth fairy right about now, that's not the worst of your parenting decisions, but maybe you want to cover the kiddies' ears. So anyway, girl realizes, sees her father doing like the whole tooth fairy thing, realizes her dad is a tooth fairy. So she goes and she tells her friends like, oh my God, I found out that my father is the tooth fairy. So she tells her little best friend who lives next door, hey, my father is the tooth fairy. And the little girl next door is like, Ronnie Loberfeld is the tooth fairy? I had no idea. And so she assumed that Ronnie Loberfeld next door was the tooth fairy for like the entire world. Like that was his job. And so you could see, whereas like a 6-year-old, that made sense. As a grown-up, that's a crazy story, right? I feel like this is a Ronnie Loberfeld tooth fairy situation. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Puzzle Pieces is out here like, it was extortion. It was blackmail. I didn't tell nobody till just now, sir. That is shades of what you're talking about, Willis. Like, what is going on? I don't understand. And so he was like, I'm like, wait. You paid for this murder in payments. So it was like a layaway unaliving? Help me understand. You could get a payment plan for a lot of things, right? I think, what's that company? Affirm, I think it is. They give you like, you buy what you want and then you pay it in like, 10 easy payments. I was not aware that you could do that with unfortunate unalivings. And so maybe that's good to know. If you're short on cash, but you need your unaliving right now, apparently you could get a layaway plan or 10 easy payments for your unaliving. Okay. Do you have to have good credit? How does that? Listen, these people's lie. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Additionally, I'm really curious about the relationship currently between Wendi Adelson and her brother, Charlie Adelson, and those parents. I suspect that the parents are paying for this defense. I mean, maybe Charlie's paying for it. I have no idea. But Wendi, looking all tan and whatever, gets up there. P.S. Her brother, white as a sheet of paper. Child, he's looking a mess because they don't have sun in North Florida. Unclear. So, Wendi gets up there and she never looks at her brother. Never. Y'all was really close. So close that like everybody's saying it's in a mesh family, and he did this unaliving for you. He even paid for it in 10 easy payments to make it easier to pay for. Got the girl her murder boobies, but now you can't look at him. Even when the court is on break, he was looking at her like, love me, just please love me. I'ma blink real hard. Can you see me now? I'ma do everything, but like wave my arms around. And she was like, you have ruined my life. My children cannot get into good schools. All of my friends are like the lowest barrel kind of friends. I only work part-time. I can't get a decent job. Nobody wants to associate with me. Miss Wendy, I thought you was gonna get you a high-powered legal job down in Miami. Now you down in South Florida and you working just like a little part-time job. What, you at the 7-Eleven the rest of the time? You a Walmart greeter? What's happening? What is going on? Those family dynamics got all messed up. I suspect that Wendi is all about Miss Wendi, and so she's super mad that her brother has messed up her status in the community. Yes, he got rid of my unfortunate ex-husband, but like now, people don't think I'm smart or beautiful. People are starting to suspect that I am the sociopath I am. I do not appreciate that, child. This whole case is a mess. Now, you hear that dog barking out there, right? I'm about sick of her. Anybody want a cute dog? She's very, very cute. She barks a lot. Okay, wait. Let me see. Look, I gotta check my notes, make sure I didn't miss nothing. Miss Georgia had all the receipts. You know what we noticed? I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed this. Mr. Daniel Roshbaum, he never objected to anything. Georgia got up and objected to a couple of things, but are there whispered objections? Is he not really objecting? Does he not object to this entire situation? I object to the entire situation. But I was like, really? No objections. None. Okay. So there's going to be more court today. Oh, did I say like and subscribe? I think I forgot. But y'all, how many minutes? Oh, if you're 19 minutes in, are you subscribed? I hope you subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Anyway, my analytics said that like 80% of you guys are not subscribed. That's weird. I am a delight. Don't you want more of this every day? I know you do. Anyway, so look, this video gonna take forever to upload. Oh, YouTube, I have to have a talk with you. Anyway, Wendi is back on the stand today for her cross-examination. I will be here. I will be perched. I will be ready. And I'm like, child, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Mother is ready. Coffee already brewed. I'm gonna go swim. I'm gonna get myself ready for work, and then I'm gonna just be like, Okay, y'all know where to find me, right? Everybody who knows me knows where to find me. I spend my days over there with Miss Brandy Churchwell at the 13th Juror. I'm deep in them comments, unless something else is going on. You know, when Wendy was testifying yesterday, people kept wanting to talk to me just because I was at work. Somebody even wanted to have a phone call. Ma'am, you see me listen to, and I said to one of my colleagues, it was like real quiet in the morning, and I said, oh, it's quiet in here this morning. He's like, oh, you're going to be, no, he said, are you going to be bored because it's quiet in here? I was like, no, I have a lot of paperwork to do or whatever. Normally, like, there's a lot of people around, everybody passes by, says hello, sticks their head in my office, whatever. So he said, are you upset that it's going to be quiet? Because he knows how, like, you know, I love people in like limited amounts. But I was like, no, because I have a trial starting today. He was like, really? Are you prepared? Do you have all your documents together? I was like, yes, girl, I'm ready to go. I got a pencil to take notes. I got an earbud in. I wish you would stop talking to me right now because they about to start. The judge is about to gavel into order. And he was like, okay. I'm going to check back and you can give me a case summary. I was like, okay, cool, bet. And then later I gave him a case summary. And then towards the end of the day, he was like, how did it go? How'd your first day in court go? And I gave him the total breakdown and he laughed hysterically because neither one of us are lawyers. But anyway, look, the dog is barking. I gotta go. I'm gonna see y'all on the 13th Juror. And we're gonna get back together and chat soon. You know we always do. I'll see you later. Bye.